Hey, what's up? I guess we're doing a stream. It's my birthday. Maybe I should have done this yesterday. Past years, I've mostly done a vlog for this, you know, edited it and all that fancy shit. This year, I'm not going to do it because it's just way too much fucking work. And with my recent job I've picked up, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to do a live stream. Hopefully we can get through whatever I want to discuss within a short time frame. Don't want to hang out too long. I want to get on to other stuff. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe work on stuff, schedule some stuff to be published over the next few days. So before I get too much into the meat of things, I do want to get two notes of interest out of the way. I've had the idea to create vlogs or probably just do live streams instead because vlogs are too much work for right now. One vlog, it'd be like a parts. It'd be like a set of two videos that I would do. And the first video or the first stream would be about the origins and the beginnings and all kinds of uninteresting, maybe kind of interesting, I think it's kind of interesting, info around surrounding starting my channel, years before that, what led up to it, and what was going on around the time of starting my channel. Now, I know many return viewers, return visitors, folks who might have been watching for a while, sticking around, listening to me bullshit and fucking ramble during random games that I would play, might have already heard bits and pieces of all that information over time. And I actually did do one game and nearly entirely where I did do, it was like a prototype, I guess. I was trying to brainstorm the idea and run through everything, trying to piece how I would put it together, where I spoke about the origins. So if you actually do want to see very rough, probably overshared a little too much at times, I would suggest to watch my playthrough of Shadow Colossus. Near the end, I kind of trail off and lose track of where I was going at the time. For the most part, though, I covered a lot of the information surrounding the origins of my channel. Like I said, return visitors, it probably wouldn't be anything new. I think it's kind of interesting information, though. Now, the second part of that video, even the origins video, I might have to split it up into parts. It depends on how it would come out. I would just try to keep it short as possible, though, right? So the second part to those videos would also be, I've had a Patreon for more than 6 months now. I've not garnered any support at all for it. I've been meaning to create a video for it. I'm just not a really good salesman at all. Like, fucking sales pitch, that's not my strength at all. I have like a little few rough ideas, or maybe very ugly rough notes, just nothing to make a quick, straight to the point Patreon video that I want to create. However, I would go through a lot of my plans, goals, like milestones or whatever. I don't think it's called milestones, where, like the earning level of what I plan to do at each of those levels. And I only really have two, and the main goal is just to have earning enough that I can pay rent and make a living at the basic, the bare minimum. So I would discuss a lot of that, of what I am looking, if I had the support, if I had the earnings, the income, the donations from it, that's what it would go to. So I do want to kind of flesh that out it's still ugly and rough. You can always visit that. My Patreon links aren't hard to find anywhere at all, ever. And of course, always support me over there if you can. So I would discuss that in detail, what I want to go through there. And then I would also discuss rewards, like what you want to see as the viewer, what I want to give back to you in return for your support. When possible, you know. I wouldn't always be possible to do rewards. However, once I have that figured out, once I have that ironed out, then I would be able to go full steam into those plans and ideas that I have set for it. So also all of that, in any time, even in this video at all, I try to answer questions when they arise. And I think I do kind of okay at that most times. I might be kind of not too okay at it, but most times I think I do okay at responding to most questions and concerns. So like, whether in relation to those videos, what you would like to see me answer, whether it's the Origins video or the Patreon video, what kind of questions, inquiries, suggestions, feedback you would want to see in there. You know, you can always drop that in the comments, and I will try to include those in the video when I get around to the Origins and Patreon video. Now, that's if you're interested. I mean, if you're not interested, I'll probably keep slacking on it because I've been meaning to make those videos for like at least a year now. Maybe not the Patreon video, but the Origins video. I'm meaning to make those videos for quite some time, and a couple other vlog ideas I've never really got around to creating that I've had the idea for well over a year. So, you know, there's always the comments. I have the questions open on this because I still have to use Google Hangouts on air to stream to YouTube, and that seems to ass backwards still. Being unable to stream directly through YouTube, I don't get that. I don't get it. Fucking hot mess. Anyway, so now that I got that out of the way, that's the beginning shit. I'm glad that, you know, that's out of the way, I guess. I was hoping to do that and have people in here by now. I suppose that's not even happening. That's fine, though. That's okay. I don't mind. So, the main part of the video that I'm getting to, why it is, what you know, what's going on with this. So every year I've tried to make videos. I think I've been able to make videos, vlogs every year for my birthday around that time for my channel. And I kind of combine it with my channel anniversary too, because I created my channel on October 30th or 31st or whatever. And I combine it with my birthday because my birthday is today. It is November 8th. So I would usually try to make that video with somewhere in the midst of those days. So I was working the past week, so I just didn't really have time to do that. Work kicks my ass. I've been working for a month now. Exactly. My first day was October 8th, and today is November 8th. So go back to work tomorrow, Monday to Thursday. So my channel is now 4 years old. If I had some celebratory stuff to do, I'd be like boom and fireworks and light show, but we're not doing that. So I'm just doing a vlog instead. And you know, I want to talk about like I'll get into it, you know, more as I get through it. I have quite a few notes to go through. I don't have everything I wanted to talk about here noted down. I'm sure I'll remember some of it as I go through here or at another time. So my channel is now 4 years old. And when I created my channel, I was homeless, living in my car, working on a McDonald's overnight in a 24-hour McDonald's. Shit was rough when I first created my channel, and I was planned for nothing less to be able to stop worrying about being homeless again by now. That would have been nice. So today is also my birthday. I I'm not really prepared. I was not prepared to be 30 by now. Not ready. It's kind of disappointing, actually. I had planned. I've not achieved anywhere near as many plans and goals that I had hoped and planned to accomplish by now. I mean, I got my degree and I got my associate's degree, and then instead of being able to make a living, I found myself homeless and in jail instead of, being able to get a decent, steady job, move out on my own, make a living, go back to school, go back to college, get my bachelor's or whatever, and, continue to further my studies and my career and all that stuff. And none of that happened. I finished college 5 years ago, and none of that fucking happened because it's impossible to make a living on bullshit temporary contract and seasonal work. It's fucking impossible. I don't see how anybody would be able to make a living off that. By the time you run out of your seasonal and your contract job and your earnings that you saved up from that damn job, you get another job and you've already burnt through all those motherfucking earnings. You wouldn't even have time. You wouldn't even be able to spend no money on no damn rent. By the time you do rent, you're fucking broke already. So there was some bullshit. Anyway, I keep getting phlegm in my throat, and that kind of sucks. So that's like actually part of origins that I've had. Like I said, if you stuck around, you already know a lot of that information. I'm terrible at this. This is why I prefer to do vlogs, because at least I can cut out a lot of the rambling and the fluff and all that shit. So, but right now, vlogs are just way too much work to do until I get a new computer and all that stuff. So, sucks. So, also today, I have been drug-free since 2008. That would be 7 years. Last time I smoked marijuana was in 2008. Last time I smoked cigarettes, I'm pretty sure, I don't even remember if it was on my birthday in 2008, honestly. However, that's the last time I do remember smoking weed, so that's cool, I guess. Sometimes a lot of this stress makes me wish I would, pick up something to smoke every once in a while, but that's fine too. I'm okay. I'll be okay. I don't gotta smoke none of that shit. I'm okay. As long as I'm kept busy, I'm good. I don't need to worry about smoking, drinking. Let me focus on making some money, all that shit. Besides, my job drug test, I can't be smoking, so I don't know why my ear keeps acting up. It keeps like buzzing or something. So that's the major notes of interest to share, celebrate for my birthday. And hey, since I can't drink and I don't smoke, you, my viewer, should you partake in those activities, feel free to smoke and drink twice as much and party twice as hard to make up for the both of us, because all I'm doing here is doing a live stream and probably working on a few things and not partying at all. Huh. Well, I should have my license back soon, hopefully by spring 2016. And maybe for my birthday next year, I will be able to get around and drive and at least have some company, should I so desire. I mean, there's like only 1 or 2 people I might have wanted to spend my birthday with. That's not happening, though. However, that's okay, because since I do have this job, and I am around people all the time, like, it's teamwork all the time, I don't ever have a moment alone, so I kind of like it, spend my birthday just with my solitude and my peace. It'd be nice if it was a little bit more quiet and peaceful. However, I'll just go ahead and I'm going to get into it. Get to the next thing. So those were the major notes of interest worth creating this video for. And I also take the moment, just like in the annual end of the year New Year's videos where I do like a reflection of the past year and I talk about and I look and I discuss some plans and goals for the near future in the upcoming year. That's what I do. So I told you I got a job. That was my previous stream. I got a job. I work 40 hours a week. I'm on foot 10 hours a day. By the time I get home after those 10 hours, I don't want to be on my damn feet. I don't want to do shit. I want to eat some food and go to sleep. Maybe read a little bit. I mean, if I have energy to do a little bit more than that, that's awesome. However, those 10 hours a day just kick my ass. I don't even remember the job where I was, yeah, for the first 9 months of my channel, I was working at a computer shop doing 50 hours a week. However, at the end of the day, I still had energy to keep working. And it wasn't hard labor, so I'm not able to do that now. I mean, I can work on a little few things here and there. I just don't have the energy for it now. So, yeah, that's a lot of the notes that I noted down. And despite having this job, well, now that I have this job, I'll have the money and I can start getting caught up on things. I can get new consoles. I can get some new hardware. I'm actually waiting for an Elgato to come in. The original Elgato, not the HD 61, not yet. I can at least use that Elgato to record HDMI. Oops. I'm kind of fidgeting and shit, right? So I can use that to record some HDMI. Oh. I'm still trying to figure out the fucking PlayStation 3. It would have been nice if they fixed their HDCP bullshit so I didn't have to buy a device that bypasses that. So I can record HDMI without issue. So I'm waiting for that to get in the mail. I ordered it Friday-ish, and today's a Sunday, so not sure when that's going to get in. Probably by the time maybe you watch this, I might already have it. So I'm not sure when I'll have those videos going up. However, I'm not going to be recording anything in HDMI, of course, until I get that. And if I am in the middle of working on a game, I'm going to go ahead and at least finish the game I'm working on before I even try to start making use of that Elgato, record HDMI, and go from there. I really wish I would have got this job a lot sooner, at least by a couple months, because my plan was, you know, every check I'm going to go ahead and buy something new for my channel and then put the rest away and save the rest of the money. And it's really tough because now that we got all these holiday sales coming up, it's just going to make me want to blow away all of my earnings on getting things while they are kind of discounted. I mean, some of the discounts are kind of a joke. Other ones are probably going to be pretty damn nice. So I'm really just trying to fucking pace myself at least, because I also do want to save up so I can get my license back sooner. And that really should be a priority. Fucking priorities and shit, you know? And so I'm going to try to pace myself, hopefully within the month, because today is November 8th. So hopefully, at least, maybe not within the month. Let me see. Black Friday is going to be near the end of the month. Black Friday should have some decent sales. So around that time, I am planning to at least have one of the current gen systems. PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, whichever looks most promising or discounted. I really don't want a bundle. If I get a bundle, okay, I just don't really want a bundle, because at least if I don't get a bundle, I don't have to worry about games that are coming in the bundle and getting rid of those separately. I'd rather keep it all together, and that kind of annoys me. So hopefully, you know, I don't have any problems with that. They get a decent discount on a console-only pack thing, And in that case, when I do get around to the new games, go ahead and feel free to suggest now in the comments what games you would like to see me play. However, when I do get those consoles, I will do a live stream unboxing. I'd rather do a vlog where I can go and edit it or whatever. However, you know, we can take that opportunity and y'all can let me know not only what games you want to suggest, but also especially what games you want to see me play, especially if you're going to tune in and join me and watch them. So, you know, even now you can go ahead and suggest some comments. I just don't know which console I'm going to get yet. And hopefully I can at least pace myself and not buy both of them, not buy Xbox One and PlayStation 4 all at the same time. I still want to pace myself. I would rather, like I said, I was hoping I would add this job months ago and I could at least pace myself a little bit. My ear is acting weird. I don't know why. This eardrum ruptured several years ago. I want to say 2011. So ever since then, it's kind of been a little weird at times, and it's actually been pretty well behaved recently. But it keeps like popping and stuff. It's distracting. So let me know which of those two consoles I should go ahead and get first. However, again, depending on the discounts, depending how nice they are, that's what you want to get. I am looking forward to playing that new Need for Speed. So I see that I think that had higher ratings on PlayStation 4. So I do hope I see a better discount on a PlayStation 4 than an Xbox One. However, you know, like I said, whichever comes first, whichever has the nicest discount, I suppose. But I'm going to try to pace myself and not get both of them, blow away all my earnings and savings. I'd actually planned to pace myself, and I was at least going to start off with getting previous gen consoles. Go ahead and give me a 360, and then also get a Wii, because only PlayStation 3 is the only system from the previous gen I have. I have no current gen systems. So then I'd also then like I said, I pace myself every 2 weeks, buy a new console, piss away more of my earnings or whatever. So then I would also, you know, every 2 weeks I'd get a new system. So I ordered an Elgato, and the next check I'd say I'd get a Wii or a 360, and then whatever else after that, so on and so forth. So it'd be nice if I got this several months ago rather than now when all these holiday sales are coming up. But that's okay. That's fine. We'll be all right. And like I said, that's what you can look forward to in the near future. I can't say when I'll start having those videos up because it is a long process. Without being able to stream, without having a faster computer or upload speed, it is a long working process. And it'll probably be even longer to get videos edited, rendered, and uploaded online when I start recording in a higher resolution as well. So at least with the new job, I will be able to invest into those new items and put more investments into YouTube, bigger, better things for YouTube. And now I just don't have the time or energy for it anymore. Like, really, I wasn't bullshitting with y'all when I told y'all that I would be slowed down a lot for my channel. Like, right now, it is taking me over a month to record one game. One game. What? One motherfucking game. It's taken me over a month. I started recording it on October 5th, and it's November 8th, and I'm still not done with the damn game. So hopefully in the next week I can at least finish the game and start working on something else. I'm not sure what I want to work on. I kind of know what I want to work on. And we'll find out what I'm going to work on next when I get around to it. I'm thinking at least 3 different games I want to play, and it could be even 5, depending on what that is. And I just got to narrow it down which one I'm going to play in whatever order, and then mix it up from there. So that's what you can look forward to in the future for my channel, the near future. I'm hoping that I have all these systems. I'm caught up on all the newest systems by at least spring, if not before spring. It should be well before spring. I want to say it could be January at the earliest by the time I got all the consoles. If not, if it's not pushed back to more like March or April. However, I should be all caught up. Sooner the better. You know, if my paycheck was looking nicer, it'd be even sooner. So could always be better. There's always room for improvement. So I think that's all that information. I probably overshared a little bit about all that information. So however, with all of that, making a living, working from home for myself, being my own damn boss, doing YouTube or other YouTube related activities is still my plan, my goal, my vision. I'm still going to keep working towards that. It might be a lot slower though, and I'm not too happy about that. However, like I said, I'm going to keep working on this when I can, when I have the energy and when I have the time. I might not always have the energy or time, and that sucks. Because I even at the worst of this, I still enjoy YouTube. Even when I got burnt out, I do enjoy what I do. Despite all the setbacks, despite how slow it's been, despite not earning a damn thing from this, I still enjoy what I do. I do it because I enjoy it. I'm not here for the money. I don't get it. See, it's like for me, if I enjoy what I do, you know, I'm good, you know, and then money, it's more like a bonus because I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and that alone is rewarding. So, and of course, I took the job because I need the money. I'd rather be doing YouTube. So, you know, that's still my goal. That's still my goal, and hopefully y'all stick around and you want to see that happen just as much as I do. So, this is getting carried on too long. I wouldn't be surprised. I have not been no. Has this been? I can't tell if this has been 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 40 minutes. It'd be nice when you went live in the Google Hangouts on air that it would at least show you a timer or something, but it doesn't at all anywhere. It'd be nice if it did. So I got carried away with that a little too much. And where is it? Let me see. Also, if you enjoy music, video game music, and you enjoy hip hop just as much as I do, I would always suggest, well, this is where, if y'all, let me see. If y'all enjoy that music, the hip hop, video game music, all that stuff, especially old school, 8-bit, 16-bit, what have you, maybe not, maybe y'all have heard of Marcus D. He is releasing a follow-up to his previous video game music hip-hop album, Retroed. It was released in 2012. Pretty damn good. And he is creating a follow-up to Retroed called Retroed 2. He has created a Kickstarter recently. I will include a link in the description whenever I'm done with this live stream. And based on his previous work, this upcoming project, Retro 2, does seem that it will be very promising. I am looking forward to that. Like I said, I'm going to include links in the description. Y'all can check him out. Damn good. I'm sharing that. I will be sharing that quite a bit on social networks, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Pinterest, anywhere, everywhere that you can find me, because I am looking forward to that project. It should be awesome. So moving on to next one. Okay, so I had also started doing a live stream where I would talk about the books and comics and manga that I was reading. I think that's going to go on a hiatus for quite some time. I don't know when I'm going to return to doing that because, like I said, with work, doing 40 hours, 10 hours a day on foot, at least 40 hours, it's going to be mandatory 5 and 6 days during the holiday season. So I'm not quite looking forward to that. Maybe the paycheck, but I'm not looking forward to that many hours on foot. So as far as the recent reads videos goes, live streams, that's going to be on a hiatus. I'm not sure when I can return to it. And especially because I'm working for it at 40 hours a week, I just don't have as much time to read anymore either. So I try to sneak in some reading time when I'm at work. I just don't have the time anymore to do that. Like we can't take cell phones into our work area, and I would read a lot of my comics and manga on my cell phone. So that kind of sucks. So that's going to be on a hiatus at least until I can return to doing YouTube full time. I want to say sooner the better, but as soon as I can make a living on doing YouTube, that is. So the sooner I make a living doing YouTube where I can afford to pay my rent and bills, necessities, make a living, I'm not sure that recent reads will return any sooner than that. So support my channel and, you know, let me do that, and I could even do giveaways of stuff. However, since we are here gathered around hanging out together, I will go ahead and quickly discuss, or at least, you know, point out, mention what I'm reading at the moment. Dog Whistle Politics, let me see, by Ian Haney Lopez. Dog Whistle Politics, let me see. How coded racial appeals have reinvented racism and wrecked the middle class. It seemed like recommended reading. It is fairly insightful. It not only discusses what consists of dog whistle politics, but also the history, the inception, and the transmorphosis of what is dog whistle politics and racism. And it kind of throws me off at times because one moment he'll be talking about the history, and then he'll be discussing and explaining the terminology he is using, or explaining the growth of the different structures and complexities that is racism, that consist of racism, that makes up racism. Because it's not just one thing that makes racism. It's a little bit more complex than saying racism and race. It is racism, right? There's plenty of things that go into it. So it kind of bounces back and forth at times. It discusses the history. Next thing you know, like I said, it kind of... And so it feels a little disjointed because of that at times. However, what I've read so far, it's been very insightful. Of course, how much I've been reading the past few years, some of it is refreshing knowledge that I've already known, that I've already learned from the past few years, and some of it is a little bit new too, and some of it I'm returning to in a different light and learning about it a little bit differently than what I've learned about it from the past. So it seemed like recommended reading, and I would of course always recommend this as well. I don't see why not. I feel like it has a few rough edges. It could have been smoothed out. Otherwise, so far I'm less than 100 pages into it. It's only about like 200-ish something pages. It's not too long. And, you know, the text isn't all small either, so, you know, it should be decent. So, let me see. Also, let me see. the past, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and get into one thing before I get into another. So the past year, I'm going to reflect on the past year, try to take my time doing that. Hey, that didn't take too long to discuss the book. Like, what, 2-3 minutes? So the past year, shit, we could say the past 4 fucking years. And I've already kind of discussed it briefly. Like, you know, I haven't achieved anywhere near as many goals as I've set out to for YouTube. So, I mean, it's been slow. It's been a coping mechanism in a way. And that's good because at least it keeps me busy and out of trouble, right? So, yeah, I don't know. That's I don't need to bitch about it. I already bitched about it quite a bit. So I'm not really going to bitch about it. However, like I said, I already mentioned some of my future plans and goals. So in the next year, not only with YouTube, but also personal goals, plans, ambitions that I plan to achieve. And I hope that you are around to join me because, you know, I want to share my excitement with you because it might be overwhelming for me at times. And I need you to join me in being excited as shit with me too. And let me see. So the future, at least for the next year, plans, goals, expectations. And also let me know at any time, feedback, what you would like to see with my channel as well. Now, I cannot always make use of all the feedback. However, I will do my best to accommodate, or the best of my ability, or the best that I'm able to afford, or, you know, work with within technical limitations, what have you. So what we can look forward to in the next year. With my job, I should be able to afford to get my license back, get my car back on the road. I'm not looking forward to that maintenance and repair. However, hopefully, at least as early as spring 2016, I hopefully have my license back and my car back on the road, and I can get around and get my damn self to my job. At least. I mean, it's 10 minutes down the street, but it's tedious to get a ride from somebody else, right? I mean, I could take a bus, public transportation, but I'm going to have to walk 20 minutes, get to a fucking bus, just to take a 10-minute bus ride. Or I can get on a bike, and that's going to be a half hour. So either way, it's tedious. 10 minutes down the street, and I'm at work or home. So also, after, if I already hadn't achieved this goal of getting my license car back, if I could drive, I am planning to move out on my own. Hopefully as early as summer 2016. Like I said, if I didn't have to save up, and how time consuming the hurry up and wait is to get my license back, to get my car back on the road, to do all the repairs and maintenance that it's going to take. Hopefully, like I said, it's not too much, both in cost-wise and just the time it's going to take to work on it. I'm hoping to move out of my own within the year. I want to save up a little bit at least, have a little bit set aside, and then move out of my own. And like I said, that's something I've been planning to do for years. However, like I said, I couldn't fucking do it because all my jobs were temporary, permanent, and seasonal. I can't fucking make a living off that shit. I cannot afford rent on that. Every time I would start to save up and look for apartments, every time I'd start to save up and look for a new car, I'd be out of a job again. So with this, as long as I hope, why do I keep doing that? I'm fidgeting again. Hopefully, as long as I don't sabotage myself for this job, and I really hope I don't, I'm going to really try not to. You know, I should be moved out on my own by summer 2016. So that means I'll have a lot more space to work with. As long as the single apartment is the size of this tiny ass room I'm stuck up in. However, with that, it'll give me a lot more room. Flexibility with my time, kind of, not really. At least my free time. Privacy, and not really have to worry about working around others. Because sometimes I really don't work on stuff because I'm just waiting to see if something's going to happen or if I have to do something just to make sure I don't get interrupted. So Summer 2016, move out of my car. Move out of my own. So license and car by spring 2016, move out of my own by summer 2016. So also, as I already mentioned with the job, is that I plan to start getting caught up on new consoles, new hardware, get some new games on my channel in the near future. Like I said, it might not even be before the end of this year. Hopefully it is. I can at least get 1 or 2 games in before the end of the year. So also with that, I plan to get a new computer. I need a new computer. I have been wanting a new computer. I haven't gotten a new computer in 10 fucking years. The computer setup for the live streaming right now, it's 10 fucking years old. At least 10. I don't think it's 10 years old. It might be like 8 or 9 years old. It's fucking old though. So I need a new computer. I want to say maybe, no, I didn't make it in 2008. It could have been 2006 or 2007. Either way, it is fucking old. And I need a new computer because there's a lot of things that I'm unable to do because my computer is old and technical limitations, all that sorts of stuff. So with that, I'd be able to get a new computer, and maybe I can also do face cams and move out of my own, and then maybe I can afford a faster internet as well. So, and like I said, face cam, I know I've had a few requests on doing face cam. I can't do it though. If you followed me at all on Twitter, you may have seen what I shared of not being able to do face cam, where I did record it in the entire Transformers the game with face cam. I edited it, and then I went to render it. Initially, it was going to take 20 hours just to render a single. I think it was like 30 minutes because all my first videos are like 30, 45 minutes or something. Sometimes an hour. I think it was about 30 minutes. It was going to take fucking 20 hours just to render that Transformers the game with face cam. That wasn't going to fucking happen. So I ended up rendering it without face cam. That kind of sucked. That wasn't cool at all. So, and then after it didn't even make it 20 hours to render that damn video. I was going to try to stick it out, at least for that playthrough. It didn't happen, though. Because after 7 hours, Vegas Pro shitted out an error saying, you know, it crashed or whatever, and it interrupted and stopped rendering the video. So that wasn't going to happen. I mean, I tried. I fucking tried to do face cam. It didn't work out. So that hopefully I can start to get caught up and start to do more plans and goals with my channel in the next year. That'd be nice. Do more streaming, do more vlogs, do some face cam, and we should be good. And I know I have not been doing any commentary past, I don't know, I'm gonna say maybe like 2 months now. And that's okay, because maybe right now it's a good idea I'm not doing doing commentary, because only fucking thing you might hear from me right now is me bitching about work, how tiring it is, and y'all don't really want to hear about that all the damn time. So, and I probably don't even need to share about any of that anyway. So, you know, hopefully all of that works out. I really, at this point, I don't plan for anything less. And just keep moving on up from here, because the past 3 years have been fucking terrible. And hopefully this changes things, turn things around, and I can finally get back on with where I need to be. At least in the direction of where I need to be, where I should be. Because with all things, I'm far from it. So, there we go. Yeah, I think I'm kind of running out of steam, but that's what I can say to look forward to. If there's anything else you would like to add as suggestions and feedback to those ideas, plans, and goals that I have laid out here, feel free to drop some comments, or even if you have any questions that arise at any point, you know, from beginning of the video to now, at any point, feel free to drop comments. Leave me some comments. Leave me some feedback, suggestions. And hey, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video about the Origins videos and Patreon video, let me know that, you know, if you are interested, if I get some expressed interest, I might bump up the priority to make those videos. If there's no demand for them, low priority for getting around to making those. So, but of course, the sooner I can make a decent Patreon video, the better. Because I am not making anything over on Patreon right now. Could always use the additional support to be awesome. So, yeah, that kind of ends it. Hey, since it is my birthday, you could always spoil me and tell me you love me. There will be plenty of links in the description. You could always hook me up with something from my Amazon wish list, from Patreon, or you could donate on PayPal, or you could also donate directly through YouTube's fan funding. And any and all additional support is always much appreciated. I'm always open to some sort of sponsorship agreement as well. Like if you do want to, like, you know, donate a game or console. Oh, excuse me. Some chicken coming up from earlier. Rather would have had some Chinese. Huh. So, you know, let me know. And we can work out a deal, an arrangement that makes all of us happy and satisfied. And that's actually something I'd include in my Patreon video. Like if you want to set up an arrangement like that too. So, and then also any ideas that you may have for getting you, my viewers and supporters, subscribers, involved in what goes on with my channel. That's always awesome. That not like it doesn't matter that I'm doing shit. None of this fucking matters without y'all. I ain't shit without y'all, right? So anything to get y'all involved with my channel. So any additional support is always much appreciated. If for any reason, even if you didn't like this video, feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. And you know, I always enjoy y'all company. I always enjoy it. It's always awesome to see y'all return to my videos for whatever reason. And you know, I want to thank you for joining me. Listen to me bullshit about for the last 45 minutes to an hour or something. I don't even know how long it's been going on now. So, it's always awesome that y'all join me. It's fucking badass. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's always appreciated. Any additional support is always much appreciated. And for the time being, I think I'm going to bring this to an end. And, you know, to celebrate my birthday, I'm going to go do some drugs. Okay, goodbye.